Good afternoon. Good afternoon. As Ms. Mitchell mentioned, my name is Adwoa Ghartey-Tagoe Seymour. It is my honor and pleasure to serve as the 34th President of the Georgia Association of Black Women Attorneys. Our mission with GABWA is to nurture, support, and galvanize the power of Black women attorneys, to advocate for women and children, and to empower our communities. And we believe very strongly in our mission. Our theme this year is growing stronger in our passion, our purpose, and our power. Because when I think about a GABWA member and what they embody, they're usually men and women who are passionate about their endeavors. And when they are purposeful and walking in their purpose, they are powerful. So what's my passion? The law. I want to use my time to tell you a little story. I'm a business litigation partner at one of the biggest law firms in the country, an international law firm. I practice business litigation. I defend businesses in their disputes with their consumers, and I travel all over the world defending my clients. And I graduated from this school. I'm a very proud Georgia State College of Law alum. And I remember standing on the stage, and actually it was Dean Sobelson who hooded me. He put that hood over my head, and I was nearly in tears because I had finally attained something that I had dreamed about all my life. And when I stood there, what ran through my mind was, oh my God, I cannot believe that 5 years before this moment, I was a single mother with a high school diploma, struggling with a learning disability. You see, in undergrad, I went to Miami University, and I was a gunner. Like I said, I always wanted to be a lawyer. And I went to Miami, and I went focused. I majored in diplomacy and foreign affairs and history with a minor in anthropology. You couldn't tell me anything. But I was also a hothead, and I got myself in trouble. I got on academic probation. I also found out it was very difficult for me in college. And I found out that I had an undiagnosed learning disability. And all of a sudden, in the middle of my term in undergrad, I had to relearn how to learn. And then I found myself pregnant my senior year, so I had to drop out. So just when I thought I got the hang of the learning disability thing and feeling inadequate, I had to drop out. 5 years before I stood on that stage with my six-figure offer to go to the firm that I'm at now. And how did I get there? How did I get there? Well, one, I'm a God-fearing woman, so I know that it's nothing but the grace of God. Two, my daughter was an inspiration to me. And looking at her, I knew that I had to succeed. I had to. But what school would take me? How in the world could I get before a judge and try and argue a motion with a learning disability? Who would take me with my spotty up and down grades from undergrad? What was I going to do? What was I going to do? So I prayed and came back with a renewed sense of determination. Because at that time, I felt I had lost my passion, I had no purpose, and I was powerless. And in those prayers, going back to school with a renewed sense of determination, I got the highest marks I ever did in undergrad. And I did exactly what each and every one of you are doing right now. I took control of my career and my destiny by coming to events like this, by talking to attorneys who were where I wanted to be and where I needed to be. And at the end of this story, I got into several top-tier schools. And you're gonna ask me how I got there. We can talk about that because you talked about family, and I'm very open. My students in GABWA know that I am very open, and I'm willing to talk about that journey and how I got there. It starts first with the LSAT, so I'll tell you that. That's one clue. It starts first with the LSAT and how you study for the LSAT and the scores you get on the LSAT. It starts there. But I chose GSU and I came back, and I knew that for me to do well here, I had to succeed. I had to be determined, I had to be disciplined, and I had to be passionate about what I was pursuing. Because the field of law, it is an awesome and an honorable profession. Honorable profession. And every day, when I stand up before my clients, before a judge, I know that my license is on the line. I know that somebody's livelihood is on the line. And sometimes with my pro bono cases, their lives are on the line. And so it's also an awesome responsibility. An awesome responsibility. But you can get there. So my remarks is for the student who's sitting out there right now, who may have a learning disability. It's for the student who's sitting out there right now, who may be a few years out from undergrad and say, okay, can I go back as an older student? Can I go back with the family? Can I do this? Yes, you can. As long as you are determined, deliberate, and passionate about this profession, so that you too can walk in your purpose and be powerful. Thank you.